So it's interesting because I used to think, like, back in the day, that there was like my Christian life and my regular life. That it was like Christian Jennifer and regular Jennifer. I don't know if any of y'all have been there, but looking back, I'm thinking like how crazy that was for me to think like that. I would be like, the Christian me wants to do this, but Jennifer is like this. Or I would be like, as a Christian, in my Christian life, I do this, that, or the other. But in my actual life, like, this was my language. And not only was this my language, but this is how I live. This was my perspective. Like, there was me as a Christian, and then there was Jennifer. Does anybody else understand that? Does that make sense? And no wonder why my life was the way that it was. It was like I was able to decide to engage my Christianity or not. Like there was, and now thinking about it, it was really like me keeping one foot in the world and me keeping one foot in Christ. Like I was double-minded. Yeah, see, this is what I do as a Christian. This is my Christian, but for real, this is how I am. What kind of sense? What part of the game is that? My life really changed when I began to merge the two. When I began to realize that there is no life outside of your Christian life. There is no you outside of the you that's in Christ. That this is who you are. This is how you live. So I realized that even that, I had that thought process because I thought that Christianity was about activity and how you behave and how you conducted yourself. So whenever I wanted to step into my Christianity, I was like, okay, this is what I need to do, say. This is how I need to behave. And this is who I am as I perform my Christianity, instead of just, this is who I am. Y'all, it's so funny. I don't know what's going on in this car, but my hair keep like getting caught up. I keep feeling myself getting stuck. But anyway, I don't know. Have y'all ever had that experience? Like now I know, like this is who you are at work and how you want to display yourself as a Christian with some, but maybe this is who you are at work, but maybe you're somebody different at home. And then maybe you're somebody different at church. Are you the same person everywhere you go? Okay, let me ask you that. Can you take yourself, who you are around your friends, your inner circle, can you take them around your church people and act the same? Do you act the same at work as you do when you go to church? Do you act the same? Because I was different. I was back in the day. Oh, when I walked into the church, I was holier than now. Look, I even spoke different. Oh, you know what? God has that. God will take that on. My voice got softer. It was, oh yeah, that's okay. I love you. No. I love you. I didn't talk that way nowhere else. The way how I acted, the way how I moved at church, the way how I spoke to Christian people when I felt like I was representing Christ and stepping into my Christian self. My whole persona changed. Everything changed. But then when I was at home, baby, oh, that was something different. I switched the gears. I was more comfortable. I was just Jennifer. See, something had to happen where I was like, I have to embrace that this is who I am as a Christian, and no longer try to perform or switch back and forth. This had to be who I was. So I had to do some deep soul searching, and I didn't set any intent on it. It was what the Lord had for me. Like, I need to reveal to you what it means to be a Christian, who you are in Christ, because it's who you are. It's because it's how you're to live. You understand? Like, there's no switching. There's no layers. There's no duality or multiplicity. There's just, this is who you are. This is how you're supposed to live. In your identity in Christ. In who you are in Christ. So I believe what helped me to live into that was that, okay, I had to change my view of Christianity. And the Lord showed me, like, if you wish to be my disciple, it is to come after me, to deny yourself, take up your cross and follow me. Let's get to that. Let's let that be the foundation of your Christianity, of your Christian walk. And you will see it has nothing to do with this Christian persona, with this Christian image, with this Christian life you've created. Yeah, see, you're doing what you think a Christian would do, and you're not focusing on what I'm telling you to do. You're not being who I've called you, Jennifer, specifically to be. You are trying to be what the world thinks a Christian should be like. Why are you letting the world define your Christianity? And it's not even the world that's telling you. It's your perception of what you think the world thinks that you should be as a Christian. It's so backwards. Instead of following me. So this is what the Lord had to teach me. So now all of a sudden we broke down this division and we're just myself. You know what I do today? I take up my cross and I follow God. And that's my Christianity. That's what I do. Every day I get up. I surrender what it is that I want to do, how I want to do it. And I seek God for his will. Not just for my day, but for the moment. God, what do you want me to do now? What do you want me to do now? Y'all, I've been at this gym for a long time because the Lord is like speaking to me during my treadmill session. The Lord told me, go make videos. I've been making videos for a long time. Then if the Lord tell me to, I'm about to go back in there and finish my workout. Why? Because I belong to God. See, now I can live as who God has told me to be. God has worked with me. I have given him time, and only to his grace, only to his glory, because he led me to him, made a way, built up a hunger and thirst for him. So now I'm free to seek God. He dealt with me on the ways that I need to be stronger in him, that I need to be bolder in him, that I need to be bolder in myself, that I need to be fearless in, that I need to be more graceful in and more loving and more. He worked with me on these things. So now I can be that in the world. Now, whenever I show up to church, whenever I show up to the gym, wherever I show up in my house, I'm who God has revealed to me that I need to be. So I want you to consider that. Do you have a Christian you and a regular you? Do the people in your home get the same person that the people in your church get? If not, then why do you give this, what you feel is the best version of yourself, to the church, the godly version of yourself to the church, but you don't give that to your family? We got to figure all that out. I want you to bring that before the Lord and ask the Lord, can you help me with that? Can you reveal to me my true identity and what it means to be a Christian, a follower of Christ, so I can stop doing what I think I need to do, what the world wants me to do in different areas, and I can just be free to follow you.